So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the free currency G1. Just a little introduction about our current monetary system. So our current monetary system, currencies like the euro or the dollar, are based on a debt system. So that means that in order to create currency, someone has to borrow it. Only a minority of people have the authority to create currency. The rest do not, they don't have the chance to do it. So that means that we are under the control of a few people. That people can create the money, the currency. We don't have this right. And the main characteristic of the debt system, monetary system, is that anytime you ask for money, anytime the money is created by debt. So somebody has to get a debt to create money in this system. These debt currency characteristics are that it's asymmetric because it is in the power, in the hands only of a few. So the rich people always are getting richer and the poor people are getting poorer. And it is created out of nothing. It does not have a value like gold to back it up. It always generates debt, I told before. And if there is a loan, when the money is returned, it is destroyed and the bank keeps the interest. So if you go to the bank and you ask for a loan and then you get the money and then you are paying, after some years you pay everything, the same amount you got for the loan, now it come back to the bank. It is destroyed because it was created by nothing, from nothing. And the bank, the only thing remains in the bank is the interest they charge to you for the loan. Is it a dead end? No, we have solutions. Where there is a problem, there is a solution. So the yuan free currency, the June. We can call it the June because it started in France. The Gun, because you are French, so maybe the pronunciation should be different. Or also in Spain, we call it the Luna of the Juna. So it can be called in different names. So how was the beginning? In the year 2000, the French engineer Stéphane Laborde began to think about the possibility of a balanced currency. Imagine, he was from the year 2000 until the year 2010, he was just thinking how to make different system of currency where everybody should be equal. So there were no differences in between anybody. No, doesn't matter if you have been born in Africa, Asia, Europe, or America, or nothing, or by. So everybody should have the same right to the money, So he was thinking about. So in 2010, finally, he developed the relative theory of currency. This is a mathematical treatise for the creation of the new currency. There is a book, you can read it in the webpage and everything. You can download the book and you can read it, and it's a little bit difficult to read because it's some formulas, mathematical formulas, how to create this system. And then after that, after 2010, he started to develop the system, and he met many people, like 58 people was the group who make informative people, and many people were helping him. So finally, in 2017, was the creation of the first in the planet. So from 2000 up to 2017, he developed all these systems. So it means 17 years just for doing this, and for nothing, for free. He never got any money for this job, which is very grateful for us. Behind this, there is a compassionate philosophy. The relative theory of currency poses the challenge of creating a new monetary system in which every human being has the same opportunities. No matter where or when you were born, you will co-create the same amount of daily currency. When we say co-create, means that everybody will have the chance to create the money, not the central banks. Everyone will be creating money, and every day the same amount of money. So also one very interesting aspect is that we are not all the same. Some of us will have more ability to earn goods than others, but the difference will never be extreme because this system has been regulated in this way that if you are a person who only accumulates money, accumulating, then this money will lose the value because there is a regulation, it's a kind of inflation of the money. So after some years, the money doesn't have the same value. So it's a money to be in circulation, always moving. No, it's not for accumulation. And also, as Proud said, also, of course, we are not all the same. So we have different capacity, we have different abilities. So some of us are more hard workers, and some of us we are more lazy, or some of us are artists, and another one are teachers, or anything, you know. So even like that, everyone will get the same amount of money every day. But this money is not enough to survive. So you have to do things, you know. So it doesn't mean that you become lazy. So you have to offer to the community what are your skills, what are your ability, and then you exchange with the others, because the value is not the money. The money is only an instrument. The value is the people and the things that the people can do. So this is the philosophy behind, which is I find it very, very beautiful. We need also a change of mentality. So in this system, we can all create currency when we belong to the network of trust. Later, I will explain what is the meaning of the network of trust. Currency is only a means, never the end. The important thing is what our real needs are, and not the artificially imposed needs so that a few are enriched. It is the products and services that are exchanged that have value. So that means the people, and what is done by the people, what have value, not the money itself. Now we get this glossary of concepts which are very important to understand this process, this system. So the first one, I explain a little bit, this is blockchain. The blockchain means a chain of blocks. Blocks means of computers. It's a chain of computers used by all cryptocurrencies that makes unforgivable and decentralized. That is very important because the G1 is also cryptocurrency. but it's not an ordinary cryptocurrency. So it is safe. It is safe because we have the blockchain, so it's for safety, and it is decentralized. It's completely centralized. No one, no one has control of it. All of us are creating money every day. There is a system. This is a software which is doing that by itself. Um, then this digital cryptocurrency means that it is a digital currencies that use a blockchain such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. But the spirit of G1 doesn't have anything to do with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin you have to buy, or Ethereum you have to buy. And then you can go to the market and you can exchange for euros or for dollars or for any other currency. But G1 has not been thought for that. You cannot just change G1 for euros. In our markets, we never work with euros. It is forbidden to pay by euros. So we just buy and sell things, and our only currency in these markets are the G1. We have different names referring the G1. We can call it June, Moon. In French, it could be Rune or something like that. In English, I don't know, sorry. And then we have this concept, which is a little bit difficult to explain, universal dividend, DU. This is very original. The first definition for that is the amount of G1, of coin, of currency, that each member of the trusted network receives daily. So every day I receive an amount which is called DU, universal dividend. But it's not only that. It's the first time that somebody gives a unit to message the money, you know. So as we can message the table, we say this is half 100 centimeters or 1 meter long. But for money, we didn't have any instrument to measure the money. But DU is a kind of measure for this. It's an instrument to measure the money, which is very useful and is also created to avoid that the rich become very rich and the poor become very poor. It will be differences in the society always, but the difference never will be very big. Then there is the trust network, or the web of trust. So this is a set of people who make up the system of certifications and membership on which the G1 is based. This is a little bit complicated. So to become a member and to start to create money every day, you need to be part of the trust network. How do you do that? Then you have to go to the markets or to the speech or the activities of the G1, so people can meet you, can have the chance to know you, who are you, and after that you can ask to 5 of them to give you the promise of certification. When you get 5 certification from people who is already in the network, in the trust network, then after some time you become a member, and then you start in your account, you start to create money every day. If you have some doubts, you can ask me something, you can interrupt me and ask something. And then we have Duniter. Duniter is a software that stores and manages the G1 blockchain and data. So this is Duniter, the software. And then we have the Cesium, which is the application in our mobile phone or in our computer we have to download to use to manage our account, make payments, transaction, or certification of new members. So if any one of you wants to start to work with the G1, the first thing you have to do is to download the application Cesium in your mobile or in your computer. This is the first step, but after I will explain you the step by step what to do. So if you have your mobile phones, you can do it. It's not so difficult. And here we have some web page where you can find different information. You have uniter.org in English, and then this Twitter, and then Facebook, and this one. And this is the last one, is a video. It's a video in better English than mine, and here explains very well also for beginners, very well explained how to start, what is the meaning of G1, and all these things I am explaining now. So you can watch this video and it will be better for you maybe. So we start the introduction to the G1. The G1 is the first free currency, and it has two main advantages are twofold. The first one is decentralized, and the second one is balanced. What does it mean? That means that decentralized, that means universality. The G1 is based on the creation of a trust network that makes sure to validate new co-creator members of the currency. So there is nobody behind controlling the software, nobody has the key to go, for example, into your account. You are the only one who has the key from your account. So it's totally decentralized. That's why it's based in blockchain. Blockchain means many computers, many different blocks. So it is decentralized. And balance means that each human being, by right of existence, creates daily the same amount of currency. We call this amount the universal dividend. This is the amount of money I am receiving every day. Every day, I have one due more in my account. So decentralized and balanced. This is opposite to the actual system we are living in, the debt system, which is centralized, totally centralized, and it is unbalanced. About the UD, the universal dividend, the concept of universal dividend was born as a unit of measurement of the G1. So as I explained before, it is a unit of measurement for money. Stefan Laborde at the TRM, which is the theory, relative theory of money, to be balanced and a fair distribution. Dividend means division. So that means a portion of the total money supply. So this DUD every year is recalculated. Each 6 months, it is recalculated. So every 6 months, it increased a little bit. The UD, for example, now I am getting 1 UD means 10.4 Junes, for example. So in 6 months, maybe it is 10.80. So slowly, as the mass of people is coming inside the system, also the mass of money is increasing proportionally. It is a little bit complicated, but I hope you can understand. And then universal. U from universal, it belongs to everyone. It is evenly distributed to each member without any distinction. So it doesn't matter who are you, everyone. If you are a politician, if you are the king of the of the kingdom, or everyone will get exactly the same amount. There are no differences on that. Everyone does. This doesn't mean that you cannot get more money. You can do business, you can sell things, you can create things, you can teach things, you can get money for your classes, for your abilities, for your services. So you can get money, you can make more money than that. But the amount you will receive every day will be always the same. And it is for free. It is completely for free. Well, the beginning with the G1, the first step you have to do is download the testing application on your mobile or computer. So if you want to do that now, you can do it. It's very easy. This is the logotype, the logo, and then you download, and after that, you have to create a wallet account. You have to create a free account. It is very important to write down the secret phrase and password, because we don't have any system to recover the password. So if you lose it, this account will be lost, completely lost. Even if you have 1 million joules, you will lose it. You will lose it. So it's very important when you start the account in Cesium that you write down somewhere the phrase and password you use to go in every time. Then you have to fill in your profile. And also, if you want, you can maintain your privacy. This is up to you. And then you can go to the Cesium map and just put the place which is nearest to your place. So people in the net know that you are in some place, you know, in Europe, in Belgium or France or Paris or Madrid, Barcelona or Gran Canaria or so. And after that, you will see a very long number, which is your public key. And this is your identification in the system. So you have to copy it. Each time you have to make, you want to make a transaction of money, to send money somebody, or to buy something, or to send a message to somebody inside of the account, then you need this public key, which every one of us has a unique key for each one. So first, download the Cesium, create a wallet account, and fill in your profile, Cesium map, and then copy your public key, a very long number. This is Megalon. This, the peak is not, it's only because it's the shape of the place that you normally, when you are a child, you put the money. That's why it's the peak there. So Megalon is a place people who have been for years collecting joules, and I don't know if it is already still working, but when I started, if you open a new wallet account and you are completely new and you don't have any joule and you cannot buy nothing, then you send a message to Megalon I just open my simple wallet. I live in Gran Canaria or France or like I said, and I would appreciate your donation of 50 junes. So they send you 50 junes. All the group here in Gran Canaria, we got these 50 junes, each one of us, like donation. When you send the message, it may take several days for the donation. So even sometimes they forget, you can write down again. And after that, they will send you the 50 junes. They will check your profile if you are in the map also in the session map. Here, even if you are not a member, even you are not creating, still you are not creating the money, but you can make business in Junes. For example, you have these different platforms, which is, for example, this one, www.change.org. Here you can exchange products and sell whatever you want, like a Wallapop, you know? This is the Wallapop of G1. And then you have girala.org. This is to offer the service of your business in Junes. For example, if you have a yoga center, you can offer the yoga center or your yoga classes or any service you have. And then this is like B&B, but in June's, Airbnb June to offer a room or a rural house. For example, we went to Valencia in September for the national event of G1. It was in September. And we pay our accommodation in Junes. Breakfast and accommodation, we pay in Junes because they have this page. Then it's also interesting to meet people around you. So join your local group on Telegram. In Telegram, the group is called, in English, there are many groups, but in English, the better one is Libre Currency G1. So here you have all the information and help for the doubts that arise at the beginning. And then this is our local group on the island, G1 Gran Canaria. So if you want to have a look also. Of course, Bicashini for you will be very easy to find things in French language because the starting point was in France. It was in Toulouse. The local net, when the local network is already formed, donation or crowdfunding can be requested. So suppose in your local place, there are no people, nobody has started any G1 group, and you want to start one. So you start and open a group in Telegram, for example, local group for Telegram, and then you don't have any Junes, you don't know how to start a market, for example, but then you make a crowdfunding in any web page. You say, I am a new group here, I am the founder of a new group here. I would like to, I open this crowdfunding, please, if somebody can donate, and you will see how many people donate you, because everybody wants to open and to spread all over the world. For us also, when we started, many people donated, and we got for the first market like 3,000, 4,000, I don't remember, Junes to start. So we organized very nice market. With this donation, you can already start carrying out activities in Junes. And the most frequent are local markets, but also you can give a speech or workshops or anything you can imagine, you can do it. Business. And now I have to explain a little bit, because it's also complicated, the network of trust or the web of trust. This serves to decentralize the monetary system and to prevent any malicious person from abusing and owning more than one account and creating more currency than the rest of the population. That's one. Each member, this is you need to find 5 people who are already certificated, who are part of the network of trust. And when they become knowing you very well, you are going to the market, you are going to the activities that you are implicated in the G1, then you ask them, do I have your promise to my certification? And they will say yes. They will say yes. And then when you have 5, then you will change. There are 2 types of accounts. So in the beginning, when you are not a member, you go to Cesium, to the application, Cesium, and then you open a simple wallet. So with this, you are not going to create money, not yet, because you are not a member. So after that, after you are going to the activities and you know more things about, and you are collaborating in the G1, then you ask the 5 people, and then you go into the system, and after some days or some weeks, then you become a member. And then after that, well, not after that, in the beginning of the process to make the certification, you just change inside the session, there is a place to change from a simple wallet to a member account. So then you become a member account. And then after you got the 5 certification from the people, you will get every day a DU, the universal dividend, every day. So the Uniter is the software that runs the G1 and is responsible for validating new member account requests. Check that these 4 understands are met. Each candidacy must be certified by at least 5 members. Certification expires and must be renewed every 2 years. So we don't want people who just go inside as a member and then he's accumulating money and going here to buy, but he doesn't offer anything or she doesn't offer anything. So you have to, after 1 year, you have one advice to renovate, but after 2 years, if you are not using or you are not moving the money, then your account will be canceled, so it will disappear. So it's to be active, no? You have to be active, no? You cannot be lazy. Each member can certify another 100 candidacies to become a member account. So after you certificate 100 people, you cannot certificate anyone else. But because after 2 years the certificate can be finished, you can get back some certificates also. But you need to, even you are certificated, I am a member now, but I need continuously to get certification from other people, because after 2 years, my certificates finish, are not valid anymore. So all these things makes to spread in a circular way, which is much more safer. It has been very well thought. Here you have more webs, Telegram. This is for children, for kids. You can have a look also. I think it is in English. This here, I think it is in French. It's from France. Here you have more information. This is Telegram, Gran Canaria, and Islas Canarias. We have now in 4 islands, we have strong groups in Tenerife, Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, Gran Canaria, and also in La Palma is starting now. And that's all. Thank you. Namaskar.